Sri Gurubhyo Namaha children, welcome to online session. Already we are discussing with hydrocarbons. I am discussing with hydrocarbons. Yesterday we have discussed with the IUPAC rules for writing the names of the branched chain compounds. I have given two rules yesterday. I have described two rules. What is the first rule? Identify the longest continuous chain as a parent chain or root chain. What we have done? We have seen the number of carbon atoms. So, the chain which has more number of carbon atoms should be taken as a parent chain. Longer chain, the chain that has more number of carbon atom is taken as a root chain or parent chain. First one, identifying the parent chain or root chain by seeing the longest continuous chain that has more number of carbon atoms. That is the first rule. Second rule, what I told you, the substituent attached carbon or the branch attached carbon should have least number. The branch that is attached to the carbon. So, the branch attached carbon or the substituent attached carbon should have least number. So, when you are numbering the carbon, either from left to right or from right to left. So what you have to see in your mind, see the branch attached carbon. The branch attached carbon should have least number. So the branch that is attached to the carbon, that carbon should have a least number. Either numbering can be done from left to right or right to left. Branch attached carbon or substituent attached carbon should have least number. So this is the second rule. The third rule, we are going to talk about the names of the alkyl groups. The names of the alkyl groups that are attached as a branch. The names of the alkyl group. I am going to write now. Rule number 3. Rule 3. The names of the alkyl groups, the names of the alkyl groups that are attached as a branch, that are attached as a branch are prefixed to the parent alkane. The names of the substituents or the names of the alkyl groups that are written as a branch should be prefixed to the parent alkane. So these alkyl groups which are acting as substituents or the alkyl groups that are acting as branches, the names of the alkyl groups should be written as a prefix. So prefix means what? It should be before the parent. So we have to use the names of the alkyl groups as prefixes. That means what? It should come, the names of the alkyl group should come before the parent. So before the parent we have to write the names of the substituents or the names of the alkyl groups which are acting as a branch. So the names of the alkyl groups that are attached to the branch are prefixed to the parent alkane. The alkyl groups are given proper position. The alkyl group, the branches, the substituents are given proper positions. And if there are two different alkyl groups, if there are two different alkyl groups, arrange it in alphabetical order. Arrange it in the alphabetical order. Arrange it in the alphabetical order. So what is rule 3? We are discussing about the rule 3. What is rule 3? The names of the alkyl groups. We are writing the alkyl groups as branches, as substituents. These names should be written as prefix. Prefix means that is coming before. So coming before. So these names of the alkyl groups are written as prefix to the parent alkane. One. What is the next rule I told you? Another sub rule is there. That is, the alkyl group should be given proper position. So the alkyl groups that are attached should be given proper position. What is the next rule? When two or more alkyl groups, different alkyl groups are present, we have to arrange it in alphabetical order. When different alkyl groups are there as branches, we have to arrange it in alphabetical order. For example, a compound is coming like this. CH3 a compound is coming like this. So you see here, there are two different alkyl groups. There are two different alkyl groups. So I have to arrange it in alphabetical order. This is methyl. This is ethyl. So according to the alphabetical order I have to arrange, because there are two different alkyl groups. One is methyl, another one is ethyl. So which will be coming first? Ethyl will be coming first, followed by methyl. So ethyl will be coming first, methyl will be next. So when you are numbering the carbon, least the branch attached carbon should have least number. When there are different alkyl groups, arrange it in alphabetical order. E is coming first, followed by M. So the least number should be given to E. So what you will write when you talk about here? When you talk about here, E is the alphabetical order which is coming first, followed by M. So what you will write? So listen here, E is coming first, followed by M. What is that attachment here? To which carbon ethyl group is attached? Sixth carbon. To which carbon methyl group is attached? It is attached to the second carbon. According to the alphabetical order, this will be coming first. So how will you write the name? 6-ethyl. Okay. The ethyl group is attached toward the sixth carbon. E in the alphabetical order, E is coming first. So preference is given first to ethyl group. To which carbon it is attached? What is the position? Sixth carbon. 6-ethyl. Okay. What is the next substituent? Methyl. What is the attachment? 2. 6-ethyl. 2-methyl. 6-ethyl, 2-methyl. Who is a parent? Who is a parent here? Nonane. There are 9 carbon. Nonane is the parent. So 6-ethyl, 2-methyl. Who is the parent? Nonane. So this is the name of a compound. 6-ethyl, 2-methyl nonane. So here see the, what is that? In between the number and the group there is an hyphen. An hyphen should be there between the number and the group. And when you see here this methyl nonane, there is no gap. There should be no gap. So there is no gap here between methyl and nonane. So what is the name of the compound? 6-ethyl, 2-methyl nonane. This is rule number 3. Shall we continue, children? Already we have discussed 3 rules. Now we are going to talk about the fourth rule. Rule number 4. What is rule 4? If two or more identical groups are present, the numbers are separated by commas. The numbers are separated by using commas. The numbers are separated by using commas. The numbers are separated by using commas. The names of the substituents. The names of the substituents cannot be repeated. The names of the substituents cannot be repeated. Instead, we can use prefixes. Like di for 2, tri for 3, tetra for 4, penta for 5, etc. So what is the next rule? Fourth rule. If two or more identical groups are present, how can we name? We have to put commas for separating the numbers. The numbers are separated by using commas. Instead of repeating the names of the substituents, we can use the prefix like di for 2. If it is 2, di. If it is 3, we can call it as tri. If it is 4, it is tetra. If it is 5, it is penta. So, when two or more, similar groups are present. So, we need not repeat the names of the groups, but we can write the prefixes. 2 for di, 3 for tri, 4 for tetra, 5 for penta. And when you are listing the alkyl groups in the alphabetical order, we need not consider the prefix. So prefixes need not be considered while listing the alkyl groups in the alphabetical order. So prefixes need not be considered. While listing the alkyl groups in alphabetical order. Don't consider the prefix. Only the alkyl groups you consider and write it according to the alphabetical order. So, while listing the alkyl groups in alphabetical order, for example, a compound is coming like this. Example, I am writing the example here. So, for rule number 4, an example is coming like this. We are going to say two different, identical substituents. We are going to say CH3, CH2, again CH3, CH3. So here you see identical alkyl groups. Identical substituents. Identical substituents. So, what are the identical substituents here? Both are methyl groups. This is also methyl group and this is also methyl group. So what is that? When two or more identical groups are present, the numbers are separated by putting commas. So we have to separate the numbers by using commas, and instead of repeating the names of the alkyl groups, we can use the prefix. I told you we have to use the numerical prefix. For 2 it is di, for 3 it is tri, for 4 it is tetra, for 5 it is penta. There are two similar groups. What are they? Methyl. And as there are two, what is the prefix we can use? Di. So we have to see the position now. Write the position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I have numbered from left to right. So what is the position for this methyl group? 2. What is the position for this methyl group? 4. How will you name the compound? 2, 4. So there are two numbers. For one methyl group the position is 2. For other methyl group the position is 4. Separate the numbers by putting commas. So I have put commas. 2, 4. Okay. How many methyl groups are there? 2. What is the prefix for 2? Di. So 2, 4 dimethyl. Okay. Who is the parent here? Who is the parent here? There are 5 carbon. So pentane is the parent. So who is the parent here? Pentane is the parent. So 2, 4 dimethyl pentane. This is first example. Another example you can write like this. CH3, 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 again. So see the parent. See the parent. Who is the parent here? Pentane. So when you number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. To the second carbon there are two similar groups attached, and to the fourth carbon again another similar group. See the groups here. This is methyl, this is also methyl, this is also methyl. All are similar groups. See the attachment here. These two methyl groups are attached to the second carbon. When similar groups are attached to the same carbon, both the groups are similar groups attached to the same carbon, number should be repeated twice. When similar groups are attached to the same carbon, number should be repeated twice. So here similar groups are attached to the same carbon. What is the number? 2, 2. Okay. How many methyl groups are there? Dimethyl. 2, 2. 2, 2. Okay. One more methyl group is also there. 2, 4. 2, 4. There are 3 methyl groups. Here one methyl, here one methyl, here one methyl. 2, 4. There are 3 methyl groups. What is the prefix? Tri. 2, 4. Trimethyl. Who is the parent here? Pentane. Pentane is the parent. So who is the parent here? Pentane. Trimethyl pentane. 2, 4. Trimethyl pentane. So this is again another compound. So I have given 2 different examples where identical groups are present. Already we have discussed 4 rules to write the IUPAC names of the branched chain compound. Now we are going to see the 5th rule. Rule number 5. if the substituents are at equivalent positions, if the alkyl groups are at equivalent positions, we are going to see how we are going to number the carbon and how we are going to arrange the substituents in alphabetical order. According to the alphabetical order, the least number should be given to the alkyl groups in the alphabetical order. So we are going to see rule number 5. If the rule number 5, if the substituents are present, if the substituents are present at equivalent positions, if the substituents are present at equivalent positions, if the substituents are present at equivalent position, the least number should be given to the one. The least number should be given to the one. Should be given to the one that is coming first. That is coming first in the alphabetical order. That is coming first in the alphabetical order. So what is rule number 5? Actually, rule number 5 is nothing but if alkyl groups or if the substituents are present at the equivalent position 3, 6, 4, 8. So all these are equivalent positions. If the substituents are present at equivalent position, how will you give the lower number? The least number should be given to the substituents that is coming first in the alphabetical order. Again, when there are substituents at equivalent positions, how we have to arrange? How can we give so for which it can be given the least number? The least number should be given to the alkyl groups that is coming first according to the alphabetical order. Again, we have to arrange the alkyl groups in alphabetical order. So in alphabetical order, we have to arrange it. Then we have to give the least number which is coming in the alphabetical order. So what is the rule number 5? If substituents are present at equivalent positions. So how we have to give the numbering? The least number should be given to the substituents that is coming first in the alphabetical order. So we have to arrange the substituents in the alphabetical order and we have to see that which is coming first in the alphabetical order. For that, least number should be given. So I will give one example, then only you will come to know. So, identify the chain, longest chain. Which is the longest chain? This is the longest chain. How many carbon atoms are there? Totally 8. So, octane. Who is the parent? Octane. There are 8 carbon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, who is the parent? Octane is the parent. See here. See the alkyl groups here. One is ethyl, another one is methyl. One is ethyl. The other one is methyl. So, ethyl will be coming first according to the alphabetical order and then methyl will be coming next. Is it not? According to the alphabetical order, ethyl should be coming first, followed by the methyl group. So, least number should be given to the substituent that is coming first in the alphabetical order. Which is the substituent coming first? Ethyl. So, the least number should be given to the ethyl. So, what is the least number here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, what are the equivalent positions? Equivalent positions are 3 and 6. Equivalent positions are 3 and 6. And what is the least number given? How is the least number given? According to the substituent in alphabetical order. So, ethyl is the substituent according to the alphabetical order that is coming first. So, what is the position of ethyl? 3. So, how will you name this compound? 3-ethyl. 3-ethyl. To the 6th carbon methyl is present. 6-methyl. 3-ethyl. 6-methyl. Who is the parent here? There are 8 carbon. Octane is the parent. 3-ethyl. 6-methyl octane. So, that is the name of the compound. 3-ethyl, 6-methyl octane. That is the name of the compound. This is rule number 5.